Hello, and thanks for joining us on Universal Heritage Television Nigeria. My name is Afam Echi, your host. Today, again, we bring you another package in our face-to-face program, a personality interview profiling. Our guest today is Okenze George Nkwoji. He is the traditional prime minister, right, of Ebelu Obube in Owerri North local government. Sir, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you, Hafam.
Yeah, I have to mention that Okenze is not just a traditional prime minister. He trained as a water engineer in France. He's a media entrepreneur. He's a businessman, a politician, and a consummate community leader. And he has done so much to contribute to the growth of our society. So, yeah, once again, welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we are going to ask him one or two questions concerning his life and times, because recently he added one, and we deem it fit as a friend of the house to have this interaction with him. So let me start by asking, I hope it's not an offense, asking a traditional ruler or a traditional prime minister your age, because you celebrated this and it's in public domain, but not many know the number of years you are marking.
Thank you for the question. I clocked 65 on Saturday, December 16.
Wow.
I mean 68. 68.
Okay, you clocked 68.
68, yes.
Okay. Yeah, congratulations for that.
Thank you
now,
very much.
How do you feel adding one at a period, a very turbulent period, when so many persons are taken out of this world as a result of so many issues, and you are adding one, 68. It's not any joke, looking at the lifespan we have today in Nigeria.
Well, as you know, somebody somewhere said that it is not easy to survive in Nigeria with all these multiples of hazards and all that.
Yeah.
So it's something to thank God that I have added another 1 year, especially seeing what I passed through last year after the attempt to assassinate me and all those problems that resulted in me undergoing a brain surgery.
Wow.
So it calls for real celebrations. Do you understand? So it's not easy. Actually, it's not easy. A lot of insecurity, state of insecurity in Imo.
Yeah.
You're always afraid. That makes somebody to be afraid each time you are outside. So it's not easy. So once somebody clocks 1 year, that's 1 year. It calls for us to thank God for His faithfulness and all that. And going further, if I look at what I've been passing through, say close shares with death, how miraculously I escaped, then it shows that God is indeed in charge of my life. God Himself orders my steps. That's why I've been saved. Otherwise, one would have been, maybe one would have rotten before this time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Over time, we see you celebrate your family. If it is one birthday of a grandchild or your own child or something like that. Can you tell us about your family?
Well,
I hope we are not encroaching into your privacy. Tell us about.
You mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yes, almost every month I'm celebrating the birthday of either my wives, my children, my grandchildren.
Yeah.
And it's in the public domain. I have 6 children. I have 2 grandchildren already.
Yeah.
And the 3rd one is on the way. I have 2 beautiful downstairs. So almost on a monthly basis, I have cause to celebrate.
Okay. Okay.
It's a thing of joy. Having fruitful vines in your house, having holy plants, because it's only God that blesses somebody with fruitful vines or a fruitful vine and only plants.
Yeah.
It's only those people that God love that gives such gifts.
Okay. So overall, looking back, these 68 years, drawing from where you are coming from and where you are today, and taking an overview of the general turbulence, just like you highlighted, the closed shelves with death and the rest of it all. So will you count yourself blessed, or are there anything to regret in life so far?
Absolutely nothing to regret in life. In the first place, looking at my humble background, no person ever anticipated that I could even, attain this level. You do understand?
Yes.
Coming from a rural dwelling, poor parentage and all that, the opportunities were not there. You understand? So after conquering all those challenges, not by my own might, but by the providence of God, you understand, the benevolence of other people. So I have nothing, absolutely nothing to regret in life. God has been very, very faithful to me. And people have been supportive, because you can't succeed in life without the benevolence of other persons. Yes.
Okay.
And beyond that, my children also, I'm also blessed with good children. All of them doing well in their own way.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The last one is clock 28 this year.
Mm-hmm. The last of your
yes, now
kids,
has his master's degree in urban and rural planning.
Okay.
He's working in Canada.
Okay, working in Canada. Okay, that's very fine. Now, by every stretch of the imagination, you can be described as a successful man. Now you have worked so hard to become the traditional prime minister of your community. Mm-hmm. And that means you are accepted by your people.
Yes.
You trained as a water engineer in France under government scholarship. Okay. Then you're a media entrepreneur. You run your printing press. You run your newspaper. You're a businessman of multiple businesses. You are once you played politics. You're a politician, and you became the publicity secretary of APGA. And so many other things I cannot now mention. Now, you have given credits to God and maybe to some other persons without bringing yourself into it, as if you were just sitting down there and everything was rolling into your laps. Now, one would assume that there are some critical success factors. There are some factors, engineered by you, which made you to succeed, and which today is not seen or is absent among our youths. What are those things? What are those things that made you get to the point where you are today, which you don't find among our youths? Because there is this statement that if you do what successful people do, you will succeed.
Well, I think the first thing is for you to have an ambition or who you want to be.
Okay.
Then within your society, your environment, you'll be able to identify such people. You do understand?
Yeah. Then, such people you look at as role models?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now, if you are somebody who believes in God, it means that you also have to prepare yourself. Take, for instance, somebody like me from a rural dwelling, from a poor parentage. Okay. So the issue of maybe going higher wasn't there. But after secondary school, I needed to prepare myself to be a professional. I started taking Institute of Bankers lectures.
Okay.
You do understand?
Institute of Bankers?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Though I did not take any exam. Okay. I was taking the lectures. Okay. Then the opportunity of going to France came up, so I abandoned that. So even if I didn't go to France, if the federal government didn't give me scholarship, I would have qualified as a banker.
Okay, so it was federal government scholarship.
Yes,
right. Okay.
yes. So I would have still qualified as a banker. Because when you look at it, you have to equip yourself. Something, you must be identified with something.
Yeah.
Today we still talk of services.
Yeah.
If you cannot render a particular service, then how do you expect luck to shine on you? They say that heaven do help those who help themselves. If you don't help yourself by getting yourself equipped, either as an accountant, a plumber, an electrician, then the opportunity of somebody coming to hit you with one opportunity won't be there.
Yeah.
For instance, you want to engage a welder or a driver. Somebody that is not a driver or a welder, will you engage that person? The answer is no. And when you are also doing something, rendering a service, you should be able to add value to it, have an edge over and above your competitors. You know, sometimes you try to have, prepare yourself in such a way that you work better than others.
Okay.
But management today, we are not talking of cutting edges and that.
Yeah.
So those are the things. And for instance, for those of us that are in business, you also make sure you go the extra mile to make sure that the contract you are given is the contract is delivered to the satisfaction of your client.
Okay.
There's one thing we don't engage in my businesses. Okay. We don't engage in arguments. Once
you don't engage in arguments
with our clients, yes. Once you hand over a job to us to render, we are not going to look at profit. We are going to look at how that will satisfy you, because every job begets another job.
Okay.
So that's what something we don't do, and you can take it as our own cutting edge.
Okay. When you were speaking earlier, you mentioned something like role models.
Yes.
So who can we refer to? Who can you say are your role models? People that you look at to model yourselves after their efforts.
Well, when you talk of role models, when I was growing up in the village, we were only looking at teachers, civil servants, some of those broadcasters that we were hearing their voices, radio and all that. Most of all these professionals were not known to us at that time. So what we knew about was just civil servants, those who work in banks.
Okay.
So but I cannot pinpoint a particular person, but I know that I normally admire people who are doing well up till now. Okay. If you are doing well, whatever you are doing, I admire you.
Okay.
When I say doing well, I'm not talking about being
in terms of being a money bag.
Yeah, no. I'm talking of that thing you are doing. You are doing it well. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You also talked about your children. How well they are doing, and the extent they have gone in life.
Yes.
Now, in today's world, especially in Igbo society, there is a lot of the crime wave among our youths is so disturbing. The riots among the youths. Now, it's a very big challenge. Day by day, we keep going deeper down, the issues. Now, where do you think we can locate this problem? Is it the challenge for the parents, poor parenting, or is it the issue of the children, getting so bad out of peer pressure? Or so we are actually, because they have always told us that however way you model your child, that's the way he's going to come up. So today, could it be that the parents are not doing what they're supposed to do, or the children are not listening to the parents? Where do we look at the problem? Because the society is getting worse day by day.
Well, let me put it this way.
Okay.
It is not only the parents that train the children.
Okay.
The society plays a bigger role.
Okay.
A bigger role. Look at it. Most of us from the southeast, you go to university. You go to university.
Yeah.
By the time you come out of university, you're already 30-something years. By the time you start looking for one senator, one army general, one minister, or one governor to endorse you for you to be employed, you're getting to 40. By that time, you know, as a grown-up, people are asking you to go and marry this and that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are being discouraged by the society. Meanwhile, politicians continue to embezzle our money and flaunt the excess money before us. You look at yourself as a never do well. Meanwhile, the politician didn't train well. He's hardly educated. So with that kind of society, you now start looking how else you can make up. And that's what is driving a lot of our people into crimes, either cheating people, 419, Yahoo. Not necessarily, I'm talking of, those are the type of crimes I'm talking about. I'm not talking of armed robbery.
Yeah.
Armed robbery is a special thing altogether. It's something that counts with somebody's blood. If it doesn't run your blood, it cannot become an armed robber.
Okay.
No hunger can make you become an armed robber. But for you to look for how to cheat,
cut corners,
those are crimes imposed on people by the society.
Okay.
Now, I was telling you that somebody comes out of university.
Yeah.
He's already too old to be employable, because when government wants to employ people, banks want to, they say 27. Maximum age 27.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're already at something. So that means that you are disqualified. You understand? It's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. And the money that should have been used by government to develop the society, a few individuals corner the money and continue to flaunt, make a show of that.
Yeah.
So our people have to end up, indulging all these crimes. So those are them that engage in drug peddling, and all that. They start doing well.
Yeah.
Those are different types of crime. They start doing well. So what happens? You not join them.
Okay.
You not join them.
So societal influence.
It is the society, and that the society is created by our politicians, our leaders.
Yeah, which reminds me, Okenze, you when you talk about politicians now, it takes me to the fact that you were once in that group. I know you as the publicity secretary of APGA in Imo State.
Yes.
And sometime you threw in the towel and said you no longer, and in fact I got to know that you quit partisan politics eventually. So what could have informed that? What made you to leave politics?
Well, see, I'm not the ideal politician. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your ideal politician.
What do you mean by the ideal politician?
Yes, because if I was the ideal politician, I would have joined politics earlier on in life.
Okay.
Let me say, I ran into politics by virtue of what I was doing. Because at a stage when I was the President General of my community, and we were seeking for autonomy of our community, and seeking for recognition of our traditional ruler.
Okay.
So at that time I realized that it had to do with politics. So I joined politics at that time and succeeded to get those things. So, but having joined PDP, joined APGA, and I looked at it, I can't really fit in. When I was in APGA, I did everything to make sure that we marketed the party in the state, because I was looking at a party that could be embraced by Ndibo. But while that was at the back of my mind, other people, my colleagues, were all about money, this and that.
They had a different
so at the end of the day, I looked at it. I spent so much money to bring up APGA to the level at that time where PDP and many other parties joined the party. But they killed it because of money, you know, because of greed, you know, acquisitiveness. So, and I looked at it again. You discover that even your own children, assuming I want to help somebody, I will start looking for somebody in the party, in government, to also help me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And it doesn't go well with people like me. And I thank God. One of the things God did for me is that I had no cause to look for work for any of my children, or to ask any person to help me recommend any of my children. My children, they find their way, you know, ways, you know.
Okay. Let me take you to a cultural issue. You know, in Igbo land, they used to say, one man, one wife is not Igbo culture. And you have clearly demonstrated that by taking more than one wife. And it would be good to know how you feel when people talk down on polygamy. You know, polygamy is it for us as Igbo people. But today, it's like due to Western orientation and the rest of it, it's being rolled back. You know, when people talk about polygamy, how do you feel? And taking it back to what it was back in the days.
You see, I want to tell you, we always deceive ourselves.
Okay.
I want to see the man who is not a polygamist. If you just keep just one wife in your house, in your home, then you have numerous girlfriends outside. Yes. So who's deceiving himself? You do understand?
Yes.
The wife you are keeping in the house is going out, dating men and all that. Who is not? I want to see the person who says he or she is not a polygamist.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
For me, marrying two wives is just to formalize it.
Okay.
It's formalize it.
Yeah.
And our Christian religion, in nowhere in the Bible, said that you should just go for one woman. That's no place.
I didn't get to. You said the Bible.
The Bible did not in any place say that it's only one man, one man, one woman.
Okay.
You do understand? Now, if you go to the Bible, there are laws for marriage and remarriage.
Okay.
Huh?
Yes.
Laws for marriage and for remarriage. Also laws for you to remarry your late brother's wife or wives.
Okay.
Huh?
Which is also part of our culture.
Wait now. Which means that either whether you like it or you don't like it, if you find yourself in that condition, you marry more than one wife.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what are people telling us? Are we going to use the preachings of apostles to become the law of God? Those are not the laws of God.
Yeah.
Even when Christ was asked, when you get to heaven, oh, this man remarry this one, who owns the woman there? He told the man that there's no marriage, there will be no marriage in heaven. Yeah. So I don't like our people deceiving themselves.
I get what you're saying. We have to
we just pretend, deceive ourselves. The woman you have in your house, even when she's pregnant, other people are still dating her.
Wow.
No, other people are still dating her. So why are they talking about polygamy or talking down? Any person talking down polygamy, shows that that person doesn't know anything.
Okay.
Your wife is as beautiful as this.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yet you have many girlfriends.
They call it side chicks and side chicks.
So who are promoting all those side chicks? Are they not men like you and I that are promoting all of them? Most women do better than their boyfriends. Why is this so? A woman will have more than 20 boyfriends.
Giving her attention.
Yes. Attending to her.
You have always championed the Igbo interest in various ways, using your platform, your newspaper, and the rest of it. Now, what are your thoughts about the relocation of Igbo from Lagos? We understand, following the harassment and destruction of Igbo properties, they are now moving down. It's like a kind of wake up. They have woken up and moving down their business activities to Enugu, Anambra. I hear structures are being built for relocation and the rest of it, or gathering from what we see in the media. So how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts, given that you are a champion of Igbo interest?
Well, when we were growing up, we used to rise up early to go to stream to fetch water before going to school.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Those days no longer exist.
Wait, now I'm coming. If you were oversleeping, your mom or your seniors will
come and pour
water on you. That will arouse you. Do you understand? So what is happening to Igbo now? I think it's because we've been slumbering so much. We never cared a hoot about developing Igbo land. I've always told you that an average Igbo man needs wants quick money. You invest today, you risk tomorrow. That is not Europeans who taught us about all these things. They don't invest today and risk tomorrow. It's something that takes some time. It gets a certain period for it to be maturing. Let me tell you, for instance, my company, Okenze Tech. Today we don't go out to look for work. Work will come on its own.
Really?
Because we have already developed it. It took time to develop. Do you understand? Now, our Igbo people will go to a swamp, develop it, or do this. Small time, they be driven away from that place to another place. They continue to develop the whole of Lagos from swamp to swamp. You understand? Simply because they want their money, their return immediately. That is not the way of a business person. They are just traders. Let them turn to become businessmen and women so that they can do that trading properly. They can do it properly. So what is happening is good. It's happening to us now. But that is if we will learn
our lesson.
I recall in 1994, 1993, 1994, during the Abiola crisis, that we shipped every property, goods, and all those things from Lagos to the east. After that, I was surprised seeing people going back, doing the same thing. And then this small crisis, it will businesses
will be the
just the targets. So for those of them who will survive it, let them learn their lessons. Let them come to the southeast and develop it. After all, Europeans come to go to the swamp. Rivers and Bayelsa and all those Akwa Ibom and all that. Doing what? Finding greener pastures. So anywhere you have your factory, people will come from abroad to do what?
Okay, finally, sir, what is your message for Ndi about Christmas?
My message to them is that Christmas is like an exclusive festive period for Ndi. Let them observe it, with women attitude. Let it be the face of humanity.
Okay.
There is a lot of insecurity in the environment, so there's need for us to play it safe.
Okay, thank you so much, Okenze, for being part of our program. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah, viewers, this is where we draw the curtain. We've been listening to Okenze George Nkwoji, the traditional Prime Minister of Ebelobube. He has told us a lot of things, and by word of admonition, he said, an average Igbo man is always looking for quick money. Invest today and reap tomorrow. That is not the way. And he has also told us that we have slumbered enough only to wake up now to come to develop our Igbo. He believes that every man is a polygamist, and we are all living in denial if we say we are not polygamists. And he has charged us to show me the man who is not a polygamist. And he also went on to say he's not the ideal politician. That's why he couldn't fit in and then had to back out of politics. So on this note, we urge you to continue to keep a date with Universal Heritage Television Nigeria. My name again is Afam Echi. Thank you for being part of the program.